Ah, dating apps, the digital saviors of modern romance. Or so we thought. For us, Gen Z, swiping right has become as natural as breathing. But what if I told you that these apps are less about love and more about lining their pockets? Let's start at the beginning. Love, that age-old human obsession, has always been a bit of a mystery. For centuries, people met their soulmates through serendipity, at a coffee shop or a friend's party if you're a rom-com protagonist. But then came the internet, and with it, the promise of love at first click. Enter dating apps. What started as niche platforms like Match.com and eHarmony quickly evolved into swipe-happy, gamified experiences like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. These apps promise to revolutionize dating by making it faster, easier, and more efficient. And for a generation raised on instant gratification, it was a match made in heaven, or at least in Silicon Valley. But dating apps didn't just make dating easier, they commodified it. Love became a product, and we became the consumers. The apps sold us the dream of finding the one with just a swipe.
It starts with a swipe. Tinder.
But behind the scenes, they were busy building algorithms designed to keep us hooked, not happy. With the decline of traditional third places like cafes and community hangouts, and the rise of remote work and social media, our interactions became increasingly digital. Dating apps stepped in as the logical solution, but instead of fostering genuine connections, they turned love into a game, one where the house always wins. Let's talk about the real villains of this story: premium subscriptions. Here's how they get you. The app that put women in control, or so they claimed. For $250, you can get a lifetime subscription to Bumble Premium. Sounds like a steal, right? Wrong. I saw a YouTuber's video where he tested 3 dating apps to see if they were worth every cent. This is his data on Bumble.
My overall match rate would just be 0.044% of all the swipes I made, a shockingly low number.
That's right. Out of 58,584 swipes, only 26 matches were made. So, is Bumble worth it? Only if you enjoy paying for the privilege of being ignored. Hinge markets itself as the app designed to be deleted, promising meaningful connections over mindless swiping. But don't be fooled, this app is just as guilty of pay-to-win tactics as the rest. Hinge offers 2 premium tiers: Hinge Plus, $30 per month, and Hinge X, $50 per month. The latter claims you'll get twice times more dates. Sounds great, right? Except, Zachary found that after upgrading to Hinge X, his match rate dropped to a dismal.
I sent out 105 likes. From those, I only got 1 match, a success rate of just 0.95%.
That's less than 1%. Over 105 swipes resulted in just 1 match. Tinder, the granddaddy of dating apps, takes the cake when it comes to predatory pricing. With tiers ranging from Tinder Plus to Tinder Select, $500 a month? Yes, you read that right. The data showed that while Tinder Platinum did increase their matches from 3 a month on the free version to 14.6 a month on Platinum, the cost is astronomical, but the problems are the bots and side hustlers clogging up your matches. Nothing says true love like matching with someone who just wants you to follow their OnlyFans. Now that we've established how dating apps are scamming us, let's talk about the damage. Dating apps thrive on rejection. This constant cycle of hope and disappointment can take a serious toll on mental health. Studies have shown that dating app users report higher levels of anxiety and depression compared to non-users. And it's no wonder. When your self-worth is tied to how many people swipe right on your profile, it's easy to feel like you're not good enough. The endless swiping and superficial judgments can lead to a warped sense of self. When you're constantly comparing yourself to others, it's easy to feel like you don't measure up. And don't even get me started on the pressure to have the perfect profile.
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
Because apparently, love is now a branding exercise. Dating apps have turned love into a fast food experience. Why bother getting to know someone when you can just swipe to the next option? This culture of instant gratification has made us impatient and unrealistic. We expect sparks to fly immediately, and if they don't, we move on. One of the biggest lies dating apps sell is the illusion of choice.
Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
Sure, you have thousands of potential matches at your fingertips, but how many of those are genuine connections? The truth is, the more options we have, the harder it is to commit. It's the paradox of choice. And it's leaving us more lonely than ever. So, what's the solution? If dating apps are a scam, how are we supposed to find love in this digital dystopia? Fear not, dear viewer, for there is hope. Here are some alternative approaches that don't involve selling your soul to Tinder. Remember when people used to meet in real life? Wild? I know. But hear me out. Striking up a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop or joining a club can lead to genuine connections. Sure, it's scary, but so is swiping through 139,000 profiles with nothing to show for it. Instead of relying on algorithms, try meeting people through shared interests. Join a book club, take a cooking class, or attend a local event. Not only will you meet like-minded people, but you'll also have something to talk about, besides your astrological sign. Love isn't a race, and it's definitely not a game you can win by swiping faster. Take your time, focus on building meaningful connections, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. The right person is out there. They're just not hiding behind a paywall. For Gen Z, the generation that grew up online, it's time to take back control of our love lives. All right, fellow swipe survivors, if this video hit you like a scene at 2:17 a.m. notification from your situationship, do us both a favor. Smash that like button. It's free therapy. And if you want more brutally honest takes on modern dating's dumpster fire, subscribe. Your algorithm clearly needs an upgrade from thirst traps and trauma memes. Now go out there and find your person, preferably without giving Tinder $500